Good morning. We're back with you again, and today we're going to discuss the Lyman Ideal 452491 bullet mold, which is they're dropping out, the bullet grainage is dropping out at like 210 grains. It's a Elmer Keith style bullet, hollow point, gas checked, semi wad cutter bullet. And here's how they cast out here. So anyway, this bullet mold came to us, well, it was probably off the bargain table, and we got it, but we found out that it does need to have the hollow pointing stem for it, so that was missing. So what we're going to tell you today is that if you run into one of these, or if you do lose your hollow pointing stem, why, this is what you could do. And you'll have two choices where you can, well, we'll get into that later. So anyway, here's how it come. You know, just the little mold blocks. They were clean. They're the old Ideal, when Lyman was still with Ideal. And anyway, no hollow point stem. So here's what an example of what you would do if you end up with one of a hollow point mold without a hollow point stem. So anyway, on this particular one, the stem hole is 5/32. So that will dictate what your stem is going to be, right? Okay. So now your stem cam, now that'll be a 1/2 inch diameter. So you'll drill 5/32 through a 1/2 inch diameter, 3/8 inch wide piece of round stock. Okay? Then you'll have to determine how it's going to cam in. And you'll have to make this according to your cam pin right here, which keeps your spindle into the mold, and also your cam stop right here. So you'll do some file work. It's kind of like an eccentric cam, you might say. So you'll do some file work off this 1/2 inch piece of rod, and you'll get it to where that's the way you would like to be having it, where it cams in and you've got the stopping it. So just like that. So, okay, now watch these little yellow lines here. So we're at 12 o'clock, and this little yellow line will be at 2 o'clock when you pull out the stem. Also, you can set screw this, or you can pin it. Once you've got your money spot on your bullet, you know, your balancing point on your bullet, you know, to you know, get the proper center of gravity on a hollow point bullet. Well then, I made this one to where I've got set screws in here, and the size of them are 4 by 40, you know, size 4 and 40 threads per inch. And by the way, that is the same thread and size that you would put on a front sight bead of your shotgun. So just so you know that. So anyway, on this one, in order to change the center of gravity and get the bullet to where it would you know, be stable in the air through like 1911s or, you know, those Thompson Tommy gun. Well, you can slide this back and forth. So that's one choice right there. You can slide this back and forth with your set screws in order to change the center of gravity on your bullet. Or you got the choice of you can shorten up your stem to get where you want to be going with that. Now, all of this work was done on a drill press, and this is some bar stock that we poured from our, well, we melt metal down. This is aluminum. And we spun this out on the drill press and gave the point on this stem on the drill press also. So once you get established, you know, get your knob on here and your spindle size, and then get your 1/2 inch by 3/8 long cam on here. Well, then you can just do whatever you want to be doing with it. You know, everything's going to work out well for you. Just take your time, and these things do shoot well, and you know, we do a little powder coating also, and these are dropping out at 210 grains, and you know, there's not a lot on this particular bullet mold here. They mentioned it in the first edition, but you know, like in the first edition, they have all these testimonials of each and every bullet from their customers, but there's not a lot of talk about. There's nothing on it really that we can find. The forums will tell you some information. Some guys out here have them, and you know, they're casting them hard with lino. So anyway, they are a gas check bullet. We're not bothered. We don't bother with that because, you know, it's like, why bother? They shoot well right now, and it's like a bevel-based bullet. And we run progressives, you know, the Dillons, and here's a Seiko 225 grain bevel-based bullet, round nose, with one lube groove here. And we do not have to adjust our power funnel on our powder charging station with this bullet. So that's one less thing we have to worry about. So they shoot accurately without the gas check, and it's too bad that they're still not making these molds here. I don't know why they discontinue a mold. You know, I did call them for a stem, and well, you know, that's no longer out there. But how many hollow point molds did they make? You know, you look through their catalog, and they've only got like 3 or 4 at any given time. So I would think that they would have had a part. So to make that long story short here, after the fact that we made this, I've got to, I don't I got a little commercial here, but I don't know the company's name, but there is a company out there that specializes in making these, the stems for your hollow point mold. Okay? All right. I think that will be all for today, and have a good day. Mary Sue's gonna show you some things we've been up to. We've been in the metal melting mode here lately, and all of that. So another little tidbit here is I mentioned center of gravity, and that's where these little Forester hollow pointers come in. Now here's one that's an 1/8 inch, and you set it over your bullet like this, and it fits in your Forester case trimmer. And yeah, it's a hollow point. Here's another one that is unpackaged, and it's a 1/16. So you got a 16th and an 1/8 inch for hollow pointing. But the hollow pointing is really not the point. It's changing that center of gravity on your bullet to where it is stable as it can be when it's in flight. All right, that will be it today. Mary Sue will take over from here. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.